What's up, everybody? DCMikeTV.com. Y'all know what it is. I'm going live. This is my first ever live stream, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me. Um, I'm just waiting for hopefully a couple people to come in here. That way we can talk some boxing. So I'm gonna sit around and wait for you guys to come in. And yeah, my first live show, so guys, bear with me. Don't forget, DC Mike TV on Instagram. Follow me. You know what I mean? DCMikeTV.com. Go get your shirt. I got this color, orange. It's kind of like a orange-yellow blend. I got, you know what I'm saying, this color. I got black. I got white. I got hoodies. Go purchase you a shirt. Go purchase you a hoodie. I got hoodies as well, white and black. You guys go purchase you one. And yeah, so I'm waiting for a couple people to, you know what I'm saying, come in here. That way we can talk boxing some more. You know, wait a little bit till some people come in. I don't know if you guys know, I have two YouTube channels. I have this one, and I have another one where I, do like parades and festivals. And I have a mic, and I'm going around, talking to people. All right, we had Pro Am Fight Talk. Juan, what's going on, Juan? What's happening? What's going on, Juan? We got Juan Marshall in the building from Pro Am Fight Talk. He's from DC as well. Another good guy. I'm trying to get some people to come in that way we can talk box. I can't, do it by myself. My video sideways. That's not good. Hold on. Okay. How about now, Juan? Is it still sideways? Just waiting for some people to come in. Turn my camera on. If I do it the portrait way. Alright. So waiting for some people to come in here, Juan. Thank you for telling me my video was sideways. Appreciate it. I know a couple people said they was gonna come in here at 5:30. I talked to Clarissa for a quick second. She said she was gonna, come in the live stream. What's going on, Juan? Juan, I'm just waiting for some more people to come in, Juan. I talked to Clarissa for a quick second. She said she was gonna come in, cause I guess when she was looking at it, it was saying that I was on another I wasn't on Eastern time. Gary Russell versus Jojo Diaz. I know I'm a little late on the topic, but I just want to discuss it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, Juan. I mean, I don't want to wait too much longer. Hopefully some more people come in. So obviously you was at the fight. I was at the fight. May 19th. Gary Russell headline at the MGM National Harbor, Oxon Hill, Maryland. Jojo Diaz, his mandatory for the WBC crown. It was a very entertaining fight. Obviously, Gary Russell pulled out the victory. He won by unanimous. I think one judge had it close, like 115, 113. I believe the other two had it like 117, 111, something like that. But all in all, Gary Russell won a unanimous. It seems that when you go to fights live and you look at them on TV, they seem kind of different. Like, watching fights live, it seemed like I had Gary winning the fight when I was live, but when I was there, it seemed like, what I'm saying, like from like the third round on to about maybe the seventh. Yeah, it was a good lesson for Diaz. Yeah, you're right. Very good lesson for Diaz. He put on a terrific performance. Obviously, seeing him, I think a couple days before the fight, he looked like he was still maybe 140 pounds, or maybe 138, something like that. And then, when it was time for him to weigh in, he was down. I mean, not 140, but it seemed like he was around like 135, something like that. And then when it was time to weigh in, he had got down to 126 on the money. And a lot of people were saying, Diaz looked drained. He looked this, he looked that, but it's kind of hard to say he was drained. I don't think he was, in my opinion. I just think that's how he, likes to weigh in. He liked to, I guess, a day before be, 8 to 10 pounds over, and then, weigh in. He'll, make the weight within 24 hours. So, I think both guys was in tremendous shape. Tremendous shape. Like you said, Diaz did learn a lesson. He did learn a valuable lesson. Obviously, first two rounds, Gary obviously has hand speed. Obviously, he let his hands go, fired off big shots. I think he said he hurt his hand in the second round, which caused him to left the hand speed. He really wasn't punching. I think he hurt his lead hand. He's southpaw, so I believe he hurt his right hand. He hurt his right hand. I think he said in the second, and which caused him to stop throwing shots, and that was that basically gave Diaz a chance to let his hands go, and for him to win a few rounds in there. So what'd you think, Juan? Obviously, in the mid rounds, Gary didn't look too good when Diaz landed body shots. Like I said, live it looked bad, but watching it on TV, it looks totally different. How'd you see it, though, Juan? So Dion hurt his hand as well. I didn't know that. Jesus. So I don't know. I guess like he looked drained to me between like the maybe like the eighth and ninth, between like the eighth and 12th or the ninth and 12th. Diaz looked like he was kind of like tired, but he said he hurt his hand. So I don't know. Both guys were trying to knock out the other guy. I always say he hurt his hand in the fourth round. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. It's interesting. Yeah, when they did the post-fight presser, I was upstairs, talking to a couple other fighters in the interim, so I didn't get a chance to hear what Joseph Diaz said. But interesting. Both guys seem to hurt their hand. Gary said he hurt his in the second. Diaz, like you say, hurt his in the fourth. You really couldn't tell though. Like with Gary, it was kind of evident. Like after the second, Gary kind of stopped punching and kind of went down. Like I said, between like the in my opinion, between like the third and like the eighth or something like that, like the third and the eighth or like the third and the seventh, Jojo Diaz came on strong, obviously with the body shots, letting his hands go. But if he hurt his hand in the fourth round, he was hiding it pretty well. I couldn't really tell that he hurt his hand in the fourth because he was still letting his punches go. But I thought somebody else came in the stream. Yeah, it was about the experience. It was about the experience as well. Gary obviously, been at this stage before. He knew how to know when to coast, knew when to let his hands go, and I think maybe Diaz. I think maybe this level was a bit much for Diaz. Like I said, Gary was used to this. He used to the stage. And, you know, he used to fight at home. And, you know, let's be honest. I mean, Diaz wasn't going to win the decision in Gary Russell's hometown, which is, you know what I'm saying, where we from, D.C. Diaz wasn't going to win the decision. He had to basically go in there and knock Gary Russell out to even win the fight. Or even knock him down a couple times, then he would possibly get a decision. But to go in there and to think he was going to, you know, win a rough, tough, rugged fight and win a decision, I don't think that was going to ever happen. Especially fighting in somebody else's hometown. You get actually when you fight in people's hometown, in my opinion, you got to go in there and literally like beat them up pretty bad. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Diaz is a very tough fighter, very tough, very rugged. He comes forward. He don't, you know, he don't move his head too much, but he's a very tough fighter. He has a lot, you know what I'm saying, good skills, very tough. I think he should probably work on his stamina or conditioning a little bit. Like I said, if he did hurt his hand, I mean, I couldn't tell he hurt his hand because he was still, you know, throwing it. And then when he stopped throwing it, like I said, between the 8th and the 12th or the 9th and the 12th, it looked like he was tired of me. And I was able to give Gary Russell a chance to, you know what I'm saying, maybe let his hands, you know, heal just a little bit and give him a chance to, you know what I'm saying, circle the ring, use his jab and box and, you know, win on points. But obviously, Gary Russell was saying that he didn't want the fight to go 12 rounds. He tried, like I said, dearly in the first 2 rounds to try to go in there and knock out Jojo Diaz, but obviously he couldn't because he hurt his hand. So like I said, that was evident because the timing was right. After the second round, Gary Russell basically stopped punching. And but one thing I would say, Gary Russell got the win, but I would say like one thing I didn't like, you know, Gary Russell did good. He obviously has hand speed, good combinations, but when Jojo Diaz was landing body shots, it's almost like Gary was standing right there, and I'm like, I was literally screaming like I thought maybe he should, you know, get out the way of the body shots, pivot back, get out of the way. It seemed as though he was standing there covering up, and then Diaz would sneak a body shot to the left and right side, like constantly round after round. I'm like, I thought maybe he could have, you know what I'm saying, got out of the way out of the body shots, but I mean that's the way I saw it. Looking at the fight live, like I said, watching it on TV, it didn't look as bad, but I thought that Gary Russell could have got out of the way of those body shots. Like I said, maybe time when Diaz about to throw a body shot, you know what I'm saying, pivot back to get him to miss the body shots. Russell didn't do that as much, but you know what I'm saying, he did good in other areas as far as when Diaz would come in and try to, you know what I'm saying, throw a lot of heavy shots. If the Russell couldn't get out the way, he would basically stand there, you know, drop down, come in and basically, you know, smother him. So he did good in that aspect, in my opinion, as far as, you know, smothering him, letting the hands go, throwing combinations, which is good. Obviously, Diaz had a high guard like this. If you can't get him with straight punches, I think, like Russell said, he would throw, you know what I'm saying, straight punches, but when the guard was up, he couldn't get straight in. He would start looping it around the guard to hit him around the area. So that was very, you know, smart on Gary Russell's part. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. So I'm still waiting for some more people to come in, but I mean, pretty much almost 15 minutes in, nobody has came in yet except for you, Juan. But Gary Russell still WBC champ. I think this was his 3rd defense. Obviously he said he wants to unify against all those champions like you know, Lee Selby, Santa Cruz, Abner Mares, all those guys. But obviously he says if he can't unify, he would want to go up to 130 to fight. You know, he pretty much said if anybody stands in his way, whether it be Javante Davis, you know, Tevin Farmer, or any of those guys, he's looking to run them over. So, do you think it'd be smart for Gary Russell to go up to 130 if the guys at 126 don't want to vacate to fight those guys like Tank, Tevin Farmer, and a lot of other champions at 130, or do you think he should stay at 126 and pretty much take what he can get? Yeah, you got that right. The power would definitely be different, but I don't know. Like I said, it's a few guys he can fight at 130 that don't have power. So I mean, do you think that would be like his issue? Like fighting guys at 130 got punching power, or do you think is that his issue? Like don't fight guys at 130 that have punching power, or fight guys at 130 that don't have a lot of punching power, like Tevin Farmer and I'm trying to get the people to join us. Yes, that's a good point, Ron. Good point. He obviously got to choose the right fights. I don't know. Like when he fought Diaz, like I say, they're alive. It looked like the body shots was killing him the way, you know what I'm saying, Diaz was landing, and then it looked like Gary was kind of slowly walking back to the corner. So, I mean, so obviously you got to choose his fights wisely. Do you think he should stay away from guys that throw body shots? Or do you think he should, so, I mean, it seems like at this point, like, Gary, basically, like, he wants to, basically fight guys that's going to give him the most money. Obviously, he's a prize fighter. That's what he's supposed to do. Obviously, if he fights Gervonta Davis, for an example, that'll give him a lot of money, more than probably what he's been getting now. I don't know what he got paid for the Diaz fight, but I'm pretty sure if he fight Gervonta at 130, it'll give him a lot more money. So I mean, I don't know. To me, it seems like Gary is going after the guys that's gonna give him the most money. And he said on a couple occasions, like basically, somebody else I think is in the stream. Maybe that. But yeah, Gary said on a couple occasions that basically he got to fight for his family, basically. So he's fighting for the money. Basically, every prize fighter fight for the money, but it's like he just going for the guys that's gonna give him the most money, which is nothing wrong with that. Gary is I don't know, what is he, 28, 29, something like that. Um, I don't know how much longer Gary wants to do this. I know he wants to get out on top, fight. I know he wants to fight Lomachenko, get his rematch with Lomachenko. Basically, he wants to fight all the top guys, get the top dollar, and lastly, get a rematch with Lomachenko. So, I'm trying to figure out, somebody else came in the live. Yeah, yeah, that's true, Juan. That's true. Gotta got speed and power. Yeah. So I mean, so what do you think about him like fighting a guy that just had strictly power and no speed? I think Gary. Alright, Prince Vision TV, what's going on? What's going on? So obviously yourself and Juan Marshall from Pro AM Fight Talk, we was in here talking about obviously Gary Russell taking on Jojo Diaz, MGM National Harbor, May 19th. Obviously it's passed, but I'm a little late on the subject, but I just want to talk about it. I don't know if you was at the fight or you saw it on TV. So were you at the fight or did you see it on TV? And what'd you think of the fight? That's right, Juan. You didn't catch. Okay, you didn't catch it. So I'm pretty sure you know Gary Russell. Obviously, he fought Jojo Diaz. He got a Russell won a unanimous decision. Obviously Gary Russell was faster. I think one judge had it like 115, 113, and I think the other two judges had it like 117, 111, something like that. First two rounds, Gary had blasted his hand speed, let his hands go, throwing fast, heavy shots. It seemed to stun Diaz maybe a couple times, but Diaz had a high guard like this. And I think in the second round, Gary Russell injured his he's southpaw, so he injured his jab. So he injured his lead hand, which is his jab, and that punch output went down. And Diaz started to come on from like the third round to maybe like the eighth or the ninth. And then apparently he said he hurt his hand in the fourth round. And then his output went down. And then Gary Russell pretty much, was able to move around to outbox him with his jab, which is the hand he hurt. So I mean, who do you think Gary Russell should fight next? Prince Vision TV, what you think? There's a lot of guys at 126. You got Abner Mares, Lee Selby, you got Santa Cruz. Who would you like to see Gary Russell fight next? Obviously, he say he wants to fight Lomachenko again before he retire. What do you think? Yeah. Saying okay. All right. So Juan, you think Cruz and the winner of Santa Cruz and Mares, I think that's a good pick. I think Gary has a good chance of beating both of those guys. Prince Vision TV, you think Santa Cruz? Obviously, Santa Cruz obviously a come forward fighter. Kind of really no head. I mean, he a good fighter, but no head movement. He just come forward and he got stamina. He just, letting him go. So, obviously in that fight, obviously Gary would have a hand speed, but Santa Cruz, like I said, he can take it, he give it, he is coming forward, and he just basically letting him go. So, so how do you guys think that fight would go between Gary Russell and Santa Cruz? You got a boxer, and you have a come forward, kind of maybe boxer puncher / slugger. He's not. I don't think Cruz is really a real slugger. I think he's kind of like a pressure puncher, boxer, kind of. So I mean, what do you guys think? How do you think that fight would go between Gary Russell and Santa Cruz? Not to write off, Abner Mares in the rematch, but I mean, what do you guys think? That's true. Yeah, Santa Cruz Mars is kind of a pick 'em fight. The first fight was obviously a seesaw battle, but Santa Cruz came out on top. I think, he had a little bit more stamina, a little more left in the tank, which was able to, give him a little bit more reserve to throw a little bit more shots and to land just a little bit more to give him the edge. All right, we got Mike Biggs boxing. Mike Biggs boxing. What's going on? What's going on, bro? What's happening? So obviously we in here talking Gary Russell, Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz at this point. Obviously the topic says Gary Russell, Jojo Diaz. But give me 1 second, Mike Biggs. So obviously, like I said, Juan, that was basically a close fight. Cruz and Mares, it was a seesaw battle, but Cruz had a little bit more left in reserve, which was able to give him the edge to win that fight. Prince Vision TV. You right styles do make fights. The great. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. I think if you go and watch the Gray Russell Jojo Diaz fight, Diaz, put a lot of pressure on Russell, and was able to, in my opinion, slow Russell down with the body shots. And like I said, Russell did good in spots as far as handling the pressure, but he was Diaz was able to land the body shots way too easy in my opinion. So that will be interesting to see how he would do handling a pressure fighter who throws, shots upstairs, downstairs, and everything. So Mike Biggs boxing, obviously you see the title, Russell, Jojo Diaz. Did you see the fight? Were you there live? What'd you think? And if you guys have Instagram, you guys can follow me, DC Mike TV on Instagram. I don't know if you guys follow me or not, but you guys can follow me. Yeah. So, all right, were you there live, Mike Biggs? Oh, you were there. Okay, all right. So, Russell was hitting with better moves. I mean, what'd you think? What'd you think of the defense of Russell, the defense of Diaz, and how good did Diaz look that night? Oh, okay. Corey Lee's boxing. Okay, I might have met you. Guys, don't forget DCMikeTV.com. Purchase you a shirt. I got this color, white, black. I got hoodies as well, like thin fitted hoodies to show off your guns or whatever. So if you guys want to purchase one, you guys can go to DCMikeTV.com to purchase one. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Mike Biggs. Boxing, obviously, like I said, Russell hurt his hand in second, which caused his, punch out, put to go down, but that didn't cause his foot movement to go down, but he still there, took the body shots. Diaz did look strong. He was catching Gary, not really with head shots, but the body shots looked detrimental looking at it live. I don't know if you saw it on YouTube yet, Mike Biggs, but it looks a little different watching it on the television screen as opposed to being in live. But watching it there live, it looked like he was killing Gary with the body shots. He did look very, very strong. So so Mike Biggs, you know what I'm saying? Where you from, Mike Biggs? And Press Vision TV, where you from? Body shots definitely was killing Russell. So where y'all from? Obviously Juan Marshall's from DC. Pro-Am Fight Talk. Where the rest of y'all two from? Okay. Shout out to the Bronx. Alright, shout out to the Bronx. You chilling the DMV, that's what's up. Prince Vision TV, where you from? Okay, that's California in the building. What's happening? That's what's up. Thank you guys for supporting me. So if you guys are Harlem born, okay. I see you from the East Coast. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. There's a lot of boxing over there on the West Coast. Definitely. So Mike Biggs, who would you because the Diaz say he hurt his left hand in the 5th or 6th. It's interesting. I didn't know that, Juan. So Mike Biggs boxing, who would you so Gary obviously said if he can't get these guys unified 126. Yeah, that's true. Russell did hurt his hand in 2nd. That's absolutely right. So Mike Biggs, obviously I asked Prince Vision TV, and I already talked to Juan Marshall from Pro Am Fight Talk. If Gary Russell can't get a unification at 126 pounds, he says on numerous occasions, you know what I'm saying, he's fighting for the money, he's fighting for his family. He wouldn't mind going up to 130 to fight any of the champions up there. Obviously you got Javante, you got Tevin Farmer, you got a lot of guys at 130. Who would you like to see Gary Russell fight next? And what would be a detrimental fight for Gary to take? Or a fight he should stay away from at 130, and other guys you think he should fight at 130? So I'm gonna try to do a live show like once a week, like every Thursday around this time, 5:30, every Thursday. So you guys can definitely look for me at least once a week with the live shows. Obviously, if I get more support and more viewers, I will definitely kick it up to 2 days a week. He said, stay away from Tank. He should fight Tevin and get a rematch with Lomo. Obviously, I talked to Tank literally after the fight. Tank was like, I heard he called me out. And I was like, yeah. He said if he can't get a unification at 126, he's willing to go up to 130. And if any of you guys stand in his way, he pretty much going to run y'all over. And Tank was like, basically, I'm too big for him. That'd be a good fight for Gary Russell. Obviously, Tank got the power. He got speed. Gary Russell got pretty good pop in his punches. He got speed as well. You're telling it be a good fight as far as boxing is concerned. As far as skills and boxing ability. But Tevin obviously don't hit too hard. He ain't got to worry about, I guess, getting hurt by Tevin. But he do, in my opinion, have to worry about the pop of Javante Davis. And obviously, I think Javante Davis got to worry about the pop of Gary Russell, because Gary got pop in his punches as well. But obviously, Gary seems to hurt his hands quite a bit. And that's not, odd for fighters to hurt their hands. A lot of greats hurt their hands, like Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali. A lot of great fighters hurt their hands. But a rematch with Lomo, I think that'll I think that's definitely a good rematch for Gary Russell. I mean, I don't know, like, do you guys think I don't know, since Gary Russell lost to Lomachenko, what was it, 3-4 years ago, do you guys think that Gary Russell, I don't know, show you guys anything different? Does he look like a different fighter as far as, defense, skills? Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It, Tank never get hit nothing flush. Yeah, Tank definitely got a chin on him. Tank definitely got. He's never been knocked down pro and or amateur. I never seen Tank hurt. Definitely, Tank definitely has a chin on him. But you can't, you know what I'm saying, count out the power of Russell. Before Russell hurt his hand, like I said in the Jojo Diaz fight, he was crushing the first 2 rounds. Like I said, it seemed like a couple shots. Obviously, Diaz was blocking it. But, you know what I'm saying, Russell started looping it around, and it seemed to, kind of, surprise him and stun him just a tad bit. So, I mean, Tank also has great defense, you know what I'm saying? Tank know how to roll his shoulder. Tank could walk in with his hands down like, come on, hit me. And you literally try to hit Tank, and Tank will, shoulder, catch this, duck that. Tank has very good timing, very good, hand, eye coordination, yep. Tank is a, good fighter, good complete fighter. Both guys are complete fighters. Can't, knock Gary. Gary's also a complete fighter as well. Hand speed, power. Obviously, Tank has a little bit more power. But what do you guys think about, when fighters say, yeah, Tank's IQ is definitely impressive. Very, very impressive. For him to only be 22 years old, that's incredible. Floyd Mayweather definitely got a, he definitely picked a good one. Definitely picked a good one. So I mean, so basically you say fight, basically stay away from Tank, fight Tevin, and get a rematch with Loma. How do you think the rematch with Loma would do? So, I mean, how do you guys think that, so I'm asking you guys again, do you guys think that Gary Russell showed you guys anything different after his loss to Lomachenko? Like I said, as far as the defense, pivoting, getting out of the way of punches, and, changing up punch variation? Or does he look like the same Gary Russell Jr.? I just want to get y'all thoughts, you know what I'm saying? That's a good point. Yeah, I can't say I disagree with you on that one, Mike Biggs. I definitely can't. I definitely can't. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Yeah, he definitely do. Like, in my opinion, I think speed is power. If you hit somebody fast enough, the right time, the right moment, you can hurt them. Absolutely, Prince Vision TV. Yeah. Absolutely. Obviously, that's a good point, Prince Vision TV. And this is gonna bring back the sweet sounds of boxing. Obviously, as boxing go on, every decade or every century, boxers are gonna get, and they should get, smarter than what they were before. Obviously, heavyweights are not what they were, like in the 60s, 50s, 40s. Obviously, these heavyweights nowadays are bigger. Some of them may be stronger, not all of them, but some of them. And I think a lot of them are smarter. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of guys are smarter, they're bigger. Some of them are stronger, not all of them, but Gary Russell, yeah, I mean, he's been doing this for like the last 3 years, fighting like once a year. Like ever since he won the title, Gary Russell literally been fighting once a year. So I mean, it ain't his fault. Like I said, he said he wants to fight. you know, 2 to 3 times a year. But a lot of these guys, I guess a lot of these champions don't want to step in the ring with him. He's definitely a gym rat. Yeah, Gary stay in the gym. I don't even think Gary get over 130, honestly. Gary may, you know what I'm saying, touch 130, and if he get anything over 130, Gary probably back in that gym trying to get his weight back down. So Gary definitely never out of shape. But that's a good point. Yeah, his inactivity, I don't think isn't a factor. I think it depends on I mean, it depends on the fight. It depends on a lot. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the fighter, the fighter you fighting. It depends on, you know what I'm saying, the fighter you fighting, if he got head movement or not. Because Gary could have went in there. Like I said, Diaz is big and strong. He don't really have, he had a little bit of head movement, but not too much. He could have had head movement. He could have been slick like Tank or Floyd. And then Gary could have been flashing the fast shots, and he could have been missing. And then when the fight ended, y'all would have been like, oh, Gary timing was off, and he shouldn't have had the year off. But it's not really about, I don't think it's about people being inactive. As far as them like I don't know, being rusty and missing shots, I think if you fight a guy that's tailor made and a guy that, if you're gonna fight a guy that's gonna stand there, that's not gonna have any head movement, and it's gonna give you a chance to basically tee off on his head, obviously you're not gonna look rusty. But if you're gonna fight a guy that's gonna move his head and slip, and you throw a shot, he's slipping here, you try to throw right, he ducking under and he pivoting and spinning you around, obviously it's gonna make you look rusty. So as far as the rusty stuff, I mean I don't really, you know, believe in that too much. Absolutely. That's a good point, Press Vision TV. Says all these guys have extreme talent and their hard IQ with the willingness to train will ultimately tell this story, but they should all be respected. Absolutely. You gotta respect fighters. I don't care if they have, if they're you know, 10 and 0, 20 and 0, 5 and 10, 5 and 20, 10 and 50. I don't think, you know what I'm saying, anybody should call any fighter bum. Because it definitely takes a lot of heart to step in that square circle to get in there, to lace up them gloves and get in there to, you know what I'm saying, fight another man. It's definitely, I don't think it's, you know, I don't think, in my opinion, anybody should call anybody a bum and, you know, discredit any fighter just because of their record, or to say, you know, oh, they afraid and, you know, this, that, and the third. I don't think anybody should say that. I don't think it's right, because the average person won't get in there, you know, 3 or 4 times a year to lace up a pair of gloves to get punched in your face. Definitely, a lot of these fighters should be respected, but obviously, you know, everybody's not going to respect every fighter. That's just the way it is, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. So, Gary Russell got a decision over Jojo Diaz, obviously. So, hopefully, Gary Russell will get the winner of Santa Cruz and Abner Mares. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, that fight happen for him next. And, you know what I'm saying, appreciate you guys coming through. Prince Vision TV, Mike Biggs Boxing. Appreciate y'all, man. Pro AM Fight Talk, Juan Marshall. Appreciate you too as well. Appreciate all y'all for coming through. You know what I'm saying, the crowd was kind of small today, but hopefully when I shoot it next Thursday, I have a bigger audience. So if you guys are not following me, if you're not, DC Mike TV on Instagram, follow me. I got you. No doubt, Mike Biggs. Prince Vision TV. Appreciate you. So you guys follow me on Instagram. If you're not, you can do so now. Follow me. I'm saying check out the website if you haven't done so already. DCMikeTV.com. Obviously red, white, and blue. I represent America. I'm from DC, obviously, so I'm representing that flag, red, white, and blue. It should be white, but it's black. But you guys get the concept. Like I said, you guys want to purchase a shirt, I got shirts on deck. I got this orange. I got white. I got black. I got fitted hoodies as well. Fitted hoodies if you guys work out at the gym and you want a hoodie to hug your, you know what I'm saying, your chest and your guns. I got fitted hoodies as well. I got white and black and hoodies. And I got this orange. It's like a orange and yellow kind of blend. And white and black. So you guys, you know what I'm saying, follow me. If you guys want to purchase a shirt or hoodie, you guys can do that. Appreciate y'all for coming through. And I'll catch you guys next Thursday. Appreciate y'all.